Anthony? Hello?
Hello.
What's up, Anthony?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Paul?
No, not doing very good.
The hell happened?
I had a mouth cancer scare.
A what?
A mouth cancer scare.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you eating?
Huh? Mostly, spinach.
You almost got mouth cancer from spinach.
Iron, man. It's all the iron. So you just had a show in TRC, right?
Yes, sir.
How was that, man?
Dude, I honestly loved it. There's one thing about these small cities, since, like, I'm not a celebrity yet.
Yeah.
And local comedians don't think I'm funny. I'm kidding. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
But, these small cities, they appreciate live comedy more. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
They really don't have a lot.
Yeah.
So when they do see it, they're very receptive and they're all about it. So it was amazing. They want to have me back. Goddamn rude. I would love to be back, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I was in TRC the same week. I just wasn't able to see the show. And I saw a bunch of crackheads everywhere.
Oh yeah, I mean they're out there, you know. And
was there any at the show?
If they were crackheads, I'll be honest, they were very well dressed.
Very well.
Yeah, very well dressed crackheads. I couldn't tell if they were crackish.
So you could okay. Because when I was there, I just stopped at a hippie store and they sold rocks. That's all they sold was rocks. And the guy kept making up lies about the rocks he sold. He said he had the world's oldest rock. It's crazy, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, and talking to some of those people, they have plenty of fucking stories. I mean, but like, and then they have this slogan like, oh, you come here, you never leave. It's like they're all black, I guess. Like, once you come here, there's nothing else that's clear. I don't know. But they're they're very proud, you know, to be locals there.
I mean, TRC's a cool city. It's a little hippie town. I like that.
Yeah.
But so you said you told me one time that you've done comedy for about 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And then you're in a band too. How long have you been doing music for?
Music, around the same amount of time, actually. I've been on and off with music. I started off as a solo, just doing rap as A&T. I kind of put a quit to that because, you know, like, I had to get a job.
Yeah.
That shit just wasn't working for me. But, yeah, I started, like, comedy and music roughly around the same time. Like, entertainment as a whole has been, like, 10 plus.
Have you ever thought about combining the two and doing like musical comedy?
Yes, I have. I just haven't gotten to it. I'm just trying. In this time right now, I'm just trying to raise my stock in my name to where I don't have to eat ass to get booked, and I'm more so wanted. You know, like I'm seeked out for. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. I get that. Well, when you started off doing comedy though, like, did you ever have like any doubt? Like, was it like scary to start off or something?
I mean, when is it not scary on stage? I mean, you're putting out a lot of your thoughts to a bunch of strangers for the most part.
That's true.
Every fucking night.
I mean, I can't relate because I get kicked out of half the places.
Well, it's your toddler, man. But I mean, besides that, I mean, I had plenty of fucking doubts, especially when you eat a dick on stage, you get insecure about it. But for some reason, all of us crazies that do what we do, like, we just don't give up.
Yeah.
We love this for some reason.
I mean, I like it. But
yeah, man.
What do you think is harder to do on stage? Because I always have this argument with my friend. And I say that comedy's harder to do on stage more than music. Or what would you say?
Oh, that's interesting. I would say comedy is a lot harder. Specifically, because you're up there by yourself and you don't have like music to rely on.
Yeah.
It's just you, your thoughts, and silence sometimes if it doesn't go well. I mean, music, you fill in the void, and like you every now and then you'll get the fucking clap, the clap afterwards,
Yeah.
But I mean that it's mostly a courtesy clap after music, and then you're up there with other people.
Yeah.
Some, for the most part, especially if you have a band, you know.
It makes it harder to bomb or something, or you get less insecure, I assume, right?
Yeah, I mean, because how can the only way you bomb with music is if like you literally get booed. Because like silence doesn't really bother musicians, not really. It does, but it doesn't make or break your performance. You got songs to keep going on. You don't get a response. All right, didn't like this one. I'm gonna keep going.
True.
Same with comedy, but it's, validation for comedians is, of course, laughter.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least response.
Yeah.
Some comedians, they love getting, heckled.
Yeah. Some are better at, like, handling a heckler. Like, Andrew Schultz would be, like, an example, right? Because if you look at a lot of his clips, it's just him versus hecklers. Or, like, I don't know. I feel like he's sort of like a newer aged Rickles or something.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing, man. Like, I don't know which fucking comedian, what type of comedian you are. Some people feel like they can do, like, 30 minutes of crowd work until they do it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't do that because I don't know shit.
Well, man, like, a lot of these king hecklers are either fucking smart or they have a sort of experience.
Yeah. What's your craziest heckler story? Or like, have you ever like had like a really bad, like a Will Smith situation?
Dude, close enough. This was in San Antonio, Texas. This was a biker fucking bar. I'll never forget it. I went with Adam Dominguez, Israel Garcia, forget who else was there. Eddie Palomo. There's a number of comedians there, and this was like my version of Get Out if like it involved stand up. Like if there was a scene like where like the dude, the main black guy was doing stand up in front of like an auction, like that's what it would be. And I'm up there doing my bit, younger version of, a less polished version of me, still funny, but if you don't know me, I come off as whatever the fuck. Who cares? Who cares at that point?
Yeah.
But I'm up there. I'm doing my bits, and it's mainly white people, like angry, like we are the ultimate race white people.
Oh, fuck. Like a bunch of like fucking skinhead but goatee motherfuckers?
Yeah, man. All right. So I'm doing my shit. There's just like a table of 3 Mexicans, and they're having a great time.
Yeah.
But the rest of these people just gave no shits about any of us, especially me. I get up there. There's this guy with a cowboy hat, and he walks up to me while I'm up on quote unquote stage.
Yeah.
Well, our stage is like the corner of the fucking bar by the fucking the dart machine, whatever.
Okay.
He walks up to me, and I'm somewhat scared, but I'm not. I'm like, what's he gonna do? Like, call me an N-word or something? I've been here before.
Yeah.
But he swipes my forearm with his fingers.
Oh, that's gay.
He swipes my finger. He swipes my forearm with his fingers. And then wipes it. He does this thing with his fingers, like he rubs his fingers together.
Yeah.
And he looks at like I'm dirty, and I'm like, holy shit, that was worse than the N-word. What the fuck?
That's fucking What was your response to that though at the time?
Well, I said, wow, he's never seen black people before. And the suckiest thing about it, for me at least, that was pretty sucky. But like, there were 2 black people in there.
Yeah.
Like, there was like a black chef and his wife.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's birthday, and they made the cake. And I'm like, hey, black people, can you guys help me out? This is fucking weird. And then they're like not having it because it's like, when I tell you this was like Get Out for real, they were already stirred tea. You know, like they already had the tea stirred, and the wife just let me have it. She's like, you don't fucking know me, blah 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 blah. I'm like, holy shit, okay, this is not for me.
Jesus. Fuck.
Finished my set like a fucking pro, and partied with the 3 Mexicans that liked our sets.
That's crazy to hear that from, like, it was San Antonio, you said, right?
Oh yeah.
That's weird, because I've been to San Antonio. It doesn't really seem like a racy town. It's weird. Huh.
A lot of places don't seem racy until you get to the racy parts of a non-racist place.
That's true.
You know, yeah, it's everywhere, but like, you know, it's
damn.
You gotta go deep in there.
Jesus. Yeah. That's scary. That's spooky shit. That's worse than like what. At least Chris Rock just got slapped. He didn't get called dirty. God damn.
Yeah, I would rather get slapped by my own people than like what happened to me. You know.
That's fuck. God. God. Wow. Well, now that's fucked up. So I'm gonna ask you another question. That's not. Who are your inspirations comically?
Nice transition. Dude, honestly, Robin Williams is one of them. Just from his mind and like how versatile he was.
How animated he was.
Oh fuck yeah! And like his voiceovers like captivated my childhood.
Yeah.
He also has the same birthday as my mom.
Oh shit.
Jim Carrey, for being the king of physical comedy. Jesus
Fuck.
Christ! Like he's the one guy. Like, I mean, I love comedy in general. I love the different versions of it.
Yeah.
But like he's one guy that admits himself like he didn't have like material per se like when he first started.
Yeah.
He just went up there and like, he's like, let's find out what the fuck happens.
Okay.
He made a career out of it.
I mean, yeah. Did you see him on the Bob Saget tribute?
No, but I did see his Jim and Andy shit.
Oh.
Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen that. But on the Bob Saget tribute, it was funny because it was him, Chris Rock, and Jeff Ross. And then Chris Rock said, it's kind of funny that someone had to die for Jim Carrey to get back on stage.
Oh, damn. True. Yeah, that's true. We haven't seen him in, I don't know the last time he's done stand-up, actually.
I don't know. I like his stand-up a lot. I saw one of his specials where he had the people in, like, the alphabet suits come up. I'm not sure if you've seen that one. And I was like, I didn't even know he started off as a comedian. I thought he did, like, improv and shit. I was like, I was shocked. And it's crazy because it's like his stand-up's so different from, like, other things you'd see. It kind of reminded me of, like, a Kaufman.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing about some of these comedians, you know, like a lot of people, and that's the interesting thing about comedy. A lot of people don't know a lot of these quote unquote actors they actually started out as comedians. You know?
Yeah, like Adam Sandler would be one.
Exactly.
Fucking, it's crazy.
But to finish my inspirations, Eddie Murphy, of course.
Everyone loves Murphy.
Being so multi-talented, Jamie Foxx, same thing. And of course, the king of comedy right now, Dave Chappelle. Fucking A.
Fuck. What did you think of his new special?
I really thought it was funny.
I liked
but it was a lot more real than it was funny.
I liked it. I'm not one of those people where, like, I didn't think it was transphobic or anything like that. I think my only gripe with it is that it felt too similar to Sticks and Stones. And I think that's just my opinion, though. I don't know. But I love Chappelle. Did you ever see his Disney show?
He's just honestly, he's just over it, and I feel like there's not gonna be a time for him to like shut up about it.
I think it's funny.
I do too.
What if he came out as trans? I cut out. I think I asked a hard-hitting question. Hello?
Think of it, but like, there'd be a part of me, honestly, to be like, makes sense. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know how I would react.
I think that'd be the best way to get back at them. It's like, fuck you, bitch. I'm trans. Now what? Can't say shit. That'd be
Suck
great.
my vagina, nigga.
Then
Like, I don't know how he would react.
And then he throws the dick at someone like a dickarang. But yeah, that's fucking. So your inspirations are Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx, and Chappelle. That's fucking. That's a really. It's a. You don't hear a lot of people say Williams is on their top 5 or something. That's cool. What would you say is the best show you've ever had?
My answer is always the next show, or it hasn't happened yet, but that's too cliche. I will say some of my favorite ones are the shows where, like, shit out of your control. Like, you of course are gonna have your bits.
But like
your jokes,
the ones
but,
that
like,
they don't go the
when
way
there's
you
a
thought.
heckler- right, the ones that just go off the rails, but all in all the good ways.
Yeah.
Like, even Truth or Consequences, there was this fucking dog, dude. There was this dog in the fucking audience, just roaming around, just jangling his fucking chain.
Oh
and
shit!
He comes up to the fucking stage all cute. Well, the corner of the room with a high elevated fucking platform. And like a fucking dildo hat in the back. He comes up and he's just like tearing this fucking paper apart and shit. And he throws it at me and everybody's laughing. I was like, oh, you cute son of a bitch, what does this say? No firearms, you racist fuck. Shit like that. I love like just certain aspects of it. Like, it doesn't really answer your question on my favorite show because I don't really have one.
I get that.
I do have favorite moments.
Like the most memorable moments. That's cool. Fuck, what was I gonna ask you? Fuck, I didn't prepare for this. This isn't a professional podcast.
Hey, you're starting out, dude.
Yeah, I want to make it raw though. I'm not trying to make a professional podcast. Cause
I feel that.
What's up?
No, I feel that.
Yeah, because I feel like there's too many other people like podcasts now, and I can't do that. I can't just like, I don't know. It feels kind of like cliche, I guess. Especially like, you ever seen the ones where it's like they have like a metal band? It's like John, and then you hear the guy talk, and they have like the most monotone voice. They're like, I'm John, and today we're gonna talk about cancel culture. It's always. You ever see those?
Yeah. I never watched the whole thing, but yeah, the generic ones I've seen and glanced through.
Yeah. What do you think about cancel culture? Because I always hear a bunch of other comedians talk about cancel culture, but I always hear like the same thing, and it's just like, it's bad. And it's like, yeah, no shit.
Now, cancel culture, to a certain extent, I can understand why it exists.
Yeah.
My whole thing with it is, you know, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
When it's like in doses, but like when you try to get rid of something completely, like the whole thing with like slavery at schools, right?
Yeah.
They're like, white people weren't that bad. I don't want my kids to know how bad white people were.
Yeah.
It didn't exist. I'm like, nah, nigga. Like, you better teach my kid every bit and inch of those chains.
Yeah.
You know, like the first thing I'm teaching my kid when he comes out of the womb is like, hey, my great-great-grandfather is Irish and he was a slave owner. Welcome to Earth. You know, like, I just want to be... I feel like when you avoid the truth...
Yeah.
For the sake of, like, people's feelings not getting hurt, I think that's where I draw the line. I can't...
What's up?
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No, you cut out.
Oh. Well, I said I feel like if you use cancel culture to like get rid of something completely, depending on what it is, you know?
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, I draw the line. I'm like, you know, just for the sake of feelings, you're gonna get rid of like shit. Like, you know, come on. I understand there's repercussions for actions. I get that. Let's you know, let's punish things, but let's not get rid of history.
I agree.
You know?
Cause once you start once you start saying that, it's just gonna. I think not only that, it's gonna make people dumber. Cause now they're gonna be so avoidant of the truth, and they're gonna be like absent. Like what the, and then they're gonna find out and like, wait, what? No, I'm not. But like with comedians, I always hear like comedians always, because I think what you said was different from what I always hear from like other comedians. Because always just like, because if you hear like their podcast, just like, we can't say this sucks. And they're probably gonna cancel me for that. It's like, what are you talking about? You have like 5 followers.
Right. And that's the funniest thing though, dude. Like with cancel culture, it's almost like trying to make us smarter, because like, dude, like one of my first jokes was the Trump joke, the Willy Wonka Trump joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that shit used to get me in a lot of fucking trouble. Like, because it makes me seem like I'm what's political people's version of calling people the N-word? Oh, Democrats and whatever. But I found a way with cancel culture, because we have to be on edge on what we say because it might offend everybody. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I found a way to shapeshift that shit to still be me, but still get my point across.
Okay.
I have to literally narrow it down, dude. I literally have to narrow it down. And I'm not I can say with all confidence in the world, I'm not afraid to say any of my jokes now, because I have it, because of cancel culture. You had comedians that are willing to work their craft, an ability to not be themselves, but like, you know, almost like fucking shapeshift their shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna, like, change who the fuck I am and how the way I think because of whatever fear I have for cancel culture or political correctness.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna alter the way I say it, because, like, the way you say things is gonna offend. But I mean, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck if you're offending people? Like, you gotta be on edge.
Yeah.
With comedy in the first place.
I get that. Cause like, I always like when I was starting out, cause I would do Richie's mic starting out, and that I'm still starting out. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but when I do it, sometimes I got like one time. I got like the worst set because I was the only comedian this one time, and I had to follow a trans poet, and I didn't know what to say, and I said, man, that last person had a lot of balls to say that, and then a lot of people just looked at me weird.
Of course.
I was like, I didn't think that was bad. I didn't think that was offensive. I was complimenting them.
What did the poet think?
I didn't know. I left right away because I was scared. I didn't want to. I felt uncomfortable on there because I kept looking at the set list to see if there's any other comedians. It was just poetry and music. And have you ever had a show like that, like one of those open mics where you're the only comic?
Yeah.
And it feels a bit weird, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it can be. But through experience, I will say there is always a way to say what you want.
Yeah.
You just gotta have like a back pocket, like almost compliment too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like there's definitely ways to say fucked up shit about anything.
Yeah.
As long as you have, there's no malicious intent behind it. And there's a creativity and like form of way of doing it to where you know it's not gonna offend anybody because it just cancels out. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a weird thing, but it's possible.
Cause like for my comedy, I'm not really trying to make a point. I just want to say jokes, you know.
Right.
And
but
yeah.
with cancel culture, they're forcing you to make a point.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to make a fucking So that's why I have to narrow it down to dick jokes. It's like, what's the point of it, huh? What's the point of this dick joke? Tell me. Now you feel stupid for breaking down a dick joke.
Exactly.
I think that's a good idea. I'm just going to make dick jokes from now on. And when people call me out on it or try to say, what was the point behind it? It's like, I don't know. It was a dick joke.
Hey. My dad has a needle dick. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. Huh? I don't know. So, what's your writing process when you write jokes? Like, because I've seen your comedy, you're very animated. Do you plan a little dance or something? Like, do you write down all right, dance after I say this or something like that?
No. The physicality comes at the moment, and if it works more than 2-3 times, then I keep it.
So I've always wondered that's always been a thing I've always wanted to ask comedians. It's when they have an animated part in it. I've always wondered did they write that in there? Because I've done that where I write in, okay, make this voice or do this, and then it just doesn't feel natural when you perform it.
Right. My thing, especially with my physicality, I want in my performance in general, I always want to be as natural as possible. I don't even if you've seen my set over 1,000 times or what have you, each set is always gonna be different.
Yeah. Because I remember the first time I saw you, you're making a joke on the word sickle. And,
yeah, fuck.
Do you still use that one? Because I remember then I saw you at the comic strip. You didn't say that. You kept saying how you look like Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. And it's not sickle. It's suckle.
Suckle.
No, I don't use it, but sometimes I'll have some funny shit go on during the day.
Yeah.
And I think it's fucking hilarious. And just that's what makes my my sets so organic. I'll at least have something like one new joke or two, and I fit them in the middle or start with them, just to keep myself fresh, so I'm not bored with my own set.
Yeah.
So it's stupid shit like that, It's the word suckle, dude.
The word suckle.
Anything with banter with my friends that I think is hilarious. I'm I'll try it on stage and see what it goes.
Yeah. Because I try to, because I know what you mean when you say it feels unnatural, because I remember, one time I had a bit that worked, and it was I was trying to do a Dangerfield type thing, and the first time it really worked, and then the second time it just didn't feel natural.
Well, yeah, it's because you're not making it natural, man. You just gotta, whenever I try it, try something new or whatever, I always try to throw it out of left field for even me.
Yeah.
So it's just fresh, just because you're gonna be doing the same set a lot, unless you're one of those comedians that's just a fucking genius, and not a lot of us are, let's be honest.
No.
That can just bump out material like your left fucking tit, Just oh yeah, jokes, whatever. Not everybody's like that, but for the most part, a lot of us just have our set, and we rock that to death. You're gonna be doing that to death.
So you're just stuck with it.
Yeah, you're stuck with it for a while until you put it out in a special, and then you gotta make a new one.
Have you ever thought about making your own special?
Of course I have. I'm actually at this meeting right now to talk about it.
Oh, shit. Is it for Netflix?
Netflix, not anytime soon. I'm still a nobody. At the end of the day, for anybody to buy into you gotta buy into yourself.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because, as long as I've done comedy, I always thought, hey, all I need, dude, is to work for or work with one of those cool-ass celebrities that's already doing it, and then I'm funny, and they'll be like, hey, you want to go on the road? Let's do a theater. And it's never happened.
No.
I don't give a shit how good I think I am or anybody, that shit's very rare.
Yeah.
And I'm not, Yeah, and I'm not the type of comedian that's gonna lick ass to get there.
Yeah, you wanna do it on your own, I guess, right? Or like, just not suck any dick, I guess, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's not that, it's not an ego thing. It's just like, I want to be undoubtedly funny, quoting Steve Martin.
It's also about like freedom too, because it's like once you sign yourself, like look at people on SNL, they're fucking trapped.
Yeah, for a while, yeah.
And then obviously, like you've heard like the Shane Gillis thing, like he made this one point where it's like if he had stuck with SNL, he probably wouldn't be able to do his like own sketches and shit. And if you look at his sketches, they're way more funnier than SNL's, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you're under contract with somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, all this shit, especially with comedy, man, a lot of us are focusing on, being funny.
Yeah.
That is important. It should be. It honestly should be.
I think that should be the number one rule if you're stand-up.
But not. It's really not.
No?
No, it's not. Times have changed, dude. You don't have to be funny to get fucking... You know what you need right now?
What?
Numbers.
Numbers? Oh, views and shit. Yeah, that makes sense.
Followers. You need to put asses in seats. Nobody gives a shit how funny you are anymore.
Ah, damn. Man, fuck this. I'm just gonna become a stockbroker.
Dude, honestly, be a businessman first and then be a comedian, and you'll get booked more than anybody in this fucking... I guarantee it.
So, when you started doing the comedy club, because they don't just take anybody, how did they reach out to you?
Well, anybody booked over there is honestly showing up to the comedy club, showing face, and meeting Bart Reed. By the way, I give all credit in the world to that man, because he's given me plenty of chances.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's the reason why I've had all this experience in clubs, and he gave me a shot. Jesus Christ, get your car fixed. Yeah, he's the main reason why I got most of the years of experience and learned the etiquette of clubs, and
Yeah.
But to answer your question, you just gotta show up, and then that's not just our city. It's any fucking city you go to. You talk to the vets of the comedy game. They tell you just fucking show up. You do the mics that are offered. There's not a lot with the El Paso comic strip, of course.
Yeah.
But anytime there is a chance for the owner of the club to see you, you take that. And don't be a dick. Don't be a fucking dick.
Yeah. That's obvious. Man, that's cool, man. I'm gonna let you go then, because I don't want to take up most of your time. Is there any other where are you gonna perform next, man?
Alright, so this Friday I am going to be in Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Alright.
Comedy show. It's gonna be me, Stony Iron, and Zeke the Freak.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be there this Friday. June 30th, I'm actually going to be here with my band, Feline Fox. That's going to be a cool canyon nights, McAllican Canyon. VIP tickets are $15 a pop. There's only about 30 seats. Those are going by really quick, so anybody interested, check them out. Otherwise, it's a free show.
Okay.
And anything else, man, I will just be posted. I got a busy lineup of comedy and music coming, and if you're interested in that, check out my social medias, Anthony Austin Brown, anywhere.
Shit. All right, man. Well, dude, thanks for doing this, because I asked some other people, and I didn't think they took me seriously. So really, thanks a lot. I know you're busy and shit.
No problem, dude.
All right, man. Well, have a good one.
All right, you too.